So the Bethlem Gallery was set up in 1997 by artist and arts coordinator Karen Risby. She worked within the main occupational therapy department and ran the art studios. And she thought, wouldn't it be nice to do an exhibition that marked the 750th anniversary of Bethlem Hospital. So she did a bit of a call out and across South London and Maudsley NHS Trust, and was so overwhelmed by the response, both the quality and the quantity of response. They had to find a much bigger venue and pretty much took up half the hospital for this exhibition. But it really seemed that there was a real appetite and a real thirst for exhibiting and showing artwork by service users of the Trust. So she decided that there must be a permanent exhibition space set up for these artists, and therefore the gallery was born. Since then, it has been showing a huge variety of exhibitions, from solo shows, group shows, curated exhibitions, sort of arts and science collaborations, research, and even our art fair that we have on at the moment. So yes, there's a wide variety in the programme, and we have a punishing turnover, pretty much monthly to 6 weekly exhibitions, but we have a very long waiting list for exhibitions, so there still continues to be a huge need and interest. So what we've got on at the moment is the Bethlem Art Fair. It's in its 8th year now. It's a very popular show, and we have over 80 artists exhibiting across South London and Maudsley, and our punters love the exhibition as well, and so it's, I think, over 800 works in the exhibition, so it's absolutely packed, very vibrant, and lots of beautiful works for sale, but also lots of lovely gifts for Christmas stockings. Perfect time for Christmas. So in the new year, we will start with a solo show by one of our artists, Elena Brebner, who makes beautiful work, predominantly landscapes and oil on canvas. And yes, we have known Elena for many, many years, and this will be her first solo show with us, so we're really looking forward to it. So I think that the Bethlem Gallery is a very unique organisation. Obviously it's on site at the Bethlem, so it is in a unique position to invite people in to a hospital site. It's also working with artists who have been part of our services at some point in their lives. And so it's supporting the professional development of those artists, however they wish to develop their work, and in a very tailored and individualistic approach. I think that we concentrate on quality of experience, particularly for our artists and for our visitors. So we are well known for the high quality of the work that we show and the way that we show it. I think that also we pay a lot of respect to the work of the artists and try to do our very best to showcase that work, the best that we can do for it, really. So that's very important to us. It's the sort of quality of experience that the artist has. And another important thing is that it's a platform for people's perspectives and views, and an opportunity to have conversations around anything really, around art making, about art practice, about psychiatry, about mental health, about well-being. So even beyond the walls of the gallery and the boundaries of the hospital, we work closely in partnership with organisations that facilitate exhibiting our artists outside of the hospital context, but also people we work with long term, so and feed into their programmes and their outreach and awareness around mental health within their organisations. So, for instance, working with South Bank over the last couple of years in the Royal Festival Hall, working with Bethlem Gallery for many years with their Outside In project, and also making ties through our research and development programme run by Michaela Ross, who works across universities, arts universities such as Goldsmiths and Chelsea. So that's a very important part, not only of sort of bringing people in to the hospital environment, but also going out and finding new audiences and working with artists' communities as well as the general public in different spaces. We try to incorporate these days a few curated exhibitions throughout the year where we are interested in picking up on an area of our practice across arts and health spheres and really opening that up, exploring that, discussing that with our artists and with our public. But the rest of the time we're very much led by the artists and what they want to say and what is important to them and the core of their work. So that, I think, is very important, to be artist-led and to work closely with the artists towards the fruition of the show. So I do refer to our artists as artists, and that is my personal preference. It is sometimes a controversial word for some people. Obviously, identity is a very rich and varied subject, and people will often have very different views on the matter. For some people, they would identify as artists. They have been practicing their whole lives, whether they've been self-taught or whether they've been trained. Some people would not identify as artists and, in fact, feel uncomfortable with the use of that word. Might prefer to be called maker, or might prefer not to have a label at all. But in terms of sort of context of what we're doing within the White Cube Gallery space, it's important to respect the work as works of art in some form or another. I mean, one of the very complicated things around your identity when you become unwell, particularly if you've had time within a hospital setting, is that it can sort of interfere with your life to a considerable degree, and it can, you might have to have a change of your job or your employment, or you might actually have an experience whilst in hospital where it's quite pivotal, and you do change what you do and how you spend your time from then on. So identity, I would say, is of an interest to most people while they are in hospital, and also particularly around the idea of labels. So experiencing illness is one thing, but then having it named and having a diagnosis can sometimes be useful and sometimes be problematic. So frequently people then have to carry that throughout their lives, and one thing that comes up time and time again with the arts is that people feel that it's being an artist or being part of an artistic community is an identity that you can carry through regardless of what else is happening to you in your life. So it's some continuity and positive form of identity. Well, I think it's very important to us. We are at the heart of the Bethlem Royal Hospital now in the new building, and I really hope that is sort of sending a meaningful sort of message, not only to the visitors coming in from outside, but also to the hospital community. That within our walls we have it's a place to, it's a sort of real melting pot, bringing everybody together, and it's a platform, sort of a levelling platform where staff, service users, carers, visitors, members of the press, local people and their dogs, everybody is coming in and experiencing the work, having conversations, seeing things from a different perspective, and hopefully leaving with new points of view and new perspectives and new questions in their heads. So for us it's very important to be on site, and we're breaking down sort of some of those barriers that exist between institution and the outside world and community, some of those invisible barriers that have been very problematic over many years. So it's about sort of creating positive, normalised spaces within the hospital environment where people can come together in a democratic way and experience art, experience culture, and really get to know people and their perspectives, and think carefully about what mental health means to them. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. I can't possibly have favourites, but I don't think I would. I think I would struggle to pick a favourite per artist, to be honest. I feel extraordinarily lucky to be working with some wonderfully talented and brilliant artists, and they just keep coming. So every day I have new inspiration and favourite for the day. So yes, I think if you have a look at our website, you'll probably struggle to pick your favourites as well. So we have a lovely artist gallery on